Okay, my dear students, inshallah, we'll begin with you. The first lecture will be today in English 101. I'm going to teach. Okay, الصدى عبد الرحمن الصدى بيروح إن شاء الله. أهم شيء الآن تسمعوني كلكم؟ ألو، الكل يسمعني الآن؟ Okay. So as I told you, I'm going to teach you English 101. This course is very important for you because it is related to a foreign language. inshallah ندرس مع بعض إنجليزي 101. You know, we'll take lots of things here. You know, I think you can see now the PDF. Can you see the PDF? Okay, can you see the PDF? Okay, so okay, now let's begin. Let's begin with the first lesson. Now let's revise some things which are very important in English. Now, do you want me to continue in English? صفحة, I think page number 5, I think. You know, letters in English. Let's begin with this point. Do you want me to speak in English, to continue speaking in English? Okay, so now let's begin. All of you know that. How many letters first? How many English letters do we have? How many English letters do we have? Very good, Muhammad. So we have 26. 26, not 28. You know, in Arabic, we have 28 letters, but in English we have just 26 letters. These letters, my dear, can be classified into two types, as you know: capital letters and small letters. You know this, I think. So in the form, these letters can be classified into two types: capital letters and small letters. No, I didn't say anything about vowels. We have another division. Okay, we have another division of letters. You know, letters also can be divided into two other types: vowels and consonants. You know, in Arabic we call them huruf illa and huruf sakina. Okay, how many vowel letters do we have? I think you know the answer. I expect you to know. Very good, Fatma. 5. Yeah, Lujaina. So okay, very good. All of you are good students. So we have five vowel letters. The rest of the vowels are called consonant letters. How many letters do we have? The rest? The rest. How many letters? Very good, Yasmin. So we have 21 consonants. Now, can you tell me the 5 vowels? It is written. If you see the PDF, you know, we have vowels: A, E, I, O, U. Now these are the 5 vowel letters. The other letters are called consonant letters. Okay, now let's move to another important thing also, that is the parts of speech. You know, we have many parts of speech in English. A word can be either a noun, a pronoun, a verb. I don't know, Abdurrahman, ما تسمعنيش? Abdurrahman Nadshal, can't you hear me? Okay, please. Okay, Abdurrahman, الإخوة في الإشراف على الإخوة في الخدمة، رجاء شوفوا المشكلة، في بعض الناس ما يسمعوش الصوت واضح. Okay, anyway, we have different parts of speech. Okay, طيب. Now, is it okay now, Suad? Okay, now we have different parts of speech. A word can be either a noun, a pronoun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb. صفحة قلنا احنا في صفحة كام؟ 6. نحن في صفحة 6. إذن الكلمة إما أن تكون noun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, or adverb. You know, preposition. You know preposition, adverb. I think you can see also the paper here. The translation into Arabic is also written. You know, pronouns. How many pronouns do we have? How many types of pronouns do we have? You know, we have subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive pronouns. You know, we have different types of pronouns, as we will know inshallah here. Okay, now let's begin with subject pronouns. We have 7 subject pronouns. What are they? He, she, it, I, we, they, and you. Okay, now these are called subject pronouns. Some of them are used for singular and some others are used for plural. Can you tell me the singular pronouns, please? Okay, tell me the singular pronouns. Right, the singular pronouns are, no, are is a verb, it's not a pronoun. Okay, good, Yasmin. He is one of them. She, it, Lujaina, very good. Okay, so we have he, she, and it. These are singular subject pronouns. I, what about I? You know, I is singular, بس ليس مفردا غائبا. Because of this it is treated as you, they, we, because it is not مفرد غائب. احنا نعرف انه, you know, pronouns are divided into 3 types in Arabic, even in Arabic. Okay, okay, so you know, pronouns in Arabic are also divided into 3 types: ضمائر الغائب, ضمائر المخاطب, ضمائر المتكلم. You know, I means أنا in Arabic, so it should not be considered as he, she, it. Okay, now these are called, as I told you, these are called subject pronouns. See the example here: Francisco, Jarika or Jarcia is a student. Now is a verb to be. It is used with singular. It is used with singular pronouns. You know, we have 3 verbs to be: is, am, are. شوف هذا ايش هاي مو محاضرة فريشمان؟ هم معاهم الكتاب حق فريشمان ولا كيف؟ ها؟ لا أنا أقصد هل عندهم الكتاب ولا معاهم المنهج هذا؟
ما أنا داري إيش بالضبط. أنا ما عنديش تقريبا مفصل أي شيء بياخذ أي حاجة بتوصلنا بنرفعها وأي حاجة.
طيب بس أنا أقصد في اختلاف في المنهج الآن.
ها.
أيوة أنا ما جبت الكتاب معي ولا كان المفروض يجيبه معي.
ممكن النوت اللي لهم مثلا البداية.
اوكي، هذه تعتبر بداية، هذه مراجعة. ما في الكلام هذا بالكتاب عندي. شوف
ولا تعتمدش على شخص يعني.
لا هو كلهم.
لك ملاحظة.
هذا مش كتاب فريشمان. Okay, my dear student, can you tell me the name of the book? I mean the title of the book that you have. Is it Freshman 1? Yes, okay, it is. Okay, so it is Freshman 1. Okay, so don't worry my dear. Today it's just a revision, you know. Can you see the PDF? هم يشوفوا الPDF هذا. Can you see the PDF? The PDF on the page. Can you see it? Okay, so let's take just as a revision, you know, to revise the most important points here in English, and then inshallah from next week we'll begin with the book. Okay, so now these are called subject pronouns, as I told you: he, she, it, they, we, and you. Okay, let's move to another page. Now what about verbs to be? How many verbs to be do we have in English? You know, we have 5 verbs to be. What are they? Is, am, are present verbs to be. What are the past forms of is, am, are? Can you tell me? Very good, Lujaina. Was and were. You know, was is the past of what? Of is and am. Where is the past form of? Okay. Now see here the table. I is used with am. In the past it is used with was. In the past participle it should be been. He, she, it. In the present is, past was, and past participle been. They, we, you are in the past were, and also the past participle is what? Been. So been is the past participle of all of them. What about verbs to do? You know, we have 3 verbs to do. Do, does in the present, did in the past. So I, you, we, they take do in the present, but he, she, it, or any singular name take does. Whereas did is used for what? For the past. Now let's come to revise another point. Articles in English. You know articles. Okay, articles means adawat. How many articles do we have? How many articles do we have in English? 3. Okay, kitab, very good. So we have 3 articles. We have 2 kinds of articles. 2 kinds of, we have 3 articles, but we have 2 kinds of articles. The first one is called the indefinite article, and here we have 2 articles, a and an. The second one is called a definite article, and we have here one only, that is the. So can you give me the difference between a and an? When should we use a? When should we use an? Tell me please. A book. Very good. A is used for nouns that begin with a consonant, and is used with nouns that begin with a vowel. Okay. Now what about an? As I told you, use an before a singular indefinite noun that starts with a vowel. So you can say an English class, an apple, an elephant, as you said, also as you wrote, an orange, a pen or a pen, a cat, and okay. Now these are examples of a and an. So a is used for nouns which begin an phone, no hand, it's not true. A phone, an appeal, it's not a appeal, bashair. So okay, so a is used with nouns that begin with a consonant, and is used for nouns that begin with a vowel. Okay, now can you do this exercise please? Fill in the spaces with the appropriate article a and the. Okay, Francisco is, very good, hand, Rabab. Okay, so is a student. Mrs. Moore is, number 2, a teacher. Okay, Francisco and Mrs. Moore are in an English class. Good. Francisco and Mrs. Moore is in a classroom. Very good. Mrs. Moore is at the board. Okay. Okay, now let's go to another page. Okay, singular or plural. As I told you, today is a revision of the most important topics in English, which form a base for you. Letters, the division of letters into consonants and vowels. Then we revised the articles a, an, and the, and now we are going to revise how to change words into plural. Can you tell me? How can we change words into plural? What should we add? Very good, Abdul Malik. So yeah, we have to add S. Okay, just S, or sometimes we add another thing. ES. Very good, Wafa. So either S, ES, or IES. Very good, Hadil. So no, it's not IER, Maha. You know, IER is used for comparatives and superlatives. So either to add S, ES, or IES. Now, can you tell me when should we add IES? When we should add IES? IES. Very good, Rania. So if the verb ends with Y, so just with Y. What about play? You know play, P-L-A-Y. If we have play, P-L-A-Y, can we omit Y and then change Y to I and then add IES? No. Why, Ma? Why, Fatma? Why? Don't change the Y into I. Very good. Why? Tell me why. Because of AY. Ahsanti, Rania. Because it is preceded with a vowel. Very good, Fatma. So if the verb ends with Y and it is preceded by a vowel, no need to change it into I. But if the verb ends with Y and it is preceded by a consonant, we have to change the Y into I and then put ES, or write ES. So IES, like in study, STUDY. You know, we have to change Y into I and then add ES. Okay. Now let's read the rules here. How to change singular nouns into plurals. We add S to the singular nouns to form plurals. So we add S. Okay, we add S to the singular nouns to form plurals, like in bag, bags, school, schools, doctor, doctors, student, students. Now what about the second rule? Nouns which end with CH, SH, S, Z, X, and also double S. Those nouns, you know, how can we change them into plural? We have to add ES. So if the noun ends with one of these, you know, CH, SH, S, Z, and X, we have to add ES when we change them into what? Plural. Like in what? Watch, watches. See, watch, you know, watch means sa, watches. So because it ends with CH, yeah, like what you said also, boxes, dishes, quizzes, foxes, and so on. So all these are what? Are nouns that end with one of these. Okay, if the verb ends with Y and it is preceded by one of the vowel letters, we cannot change it. Okay, we cannot. Let's go back to here. Okay, so we have something here. Nouns which end with O. What about nouns which end with O? Also these nouns, in these nouns we have to add ES. Like tomato, you know, tomatoes, and volcano, volcanoes, and so on. So all these end with what? With O. We have to add ES. Now what about nouns ending with Y? If these nouns are preceded by, if this letter Y is preceded by a vowel, no need for any change. I'm trying to make my voice clearer as much as I can. Okay, مسؤولية دعم. في بعض الطلاب يشتكون من الصوت. رجاء شوفوا المشكلة. So if the verb ends with Y, see, إذا انتهى الاسم Y جاء قبله حرف ساكن, what shall we do? We have to omit Y and then add IES. Okay, let's go to the next page. But if the noun ends with Y and it is preceded by one of the vowels, no need to change the Y. Like in what? Boy, boys. You know, boy, Y, and it is preceded by O. It is a vowel, so we don't have to add anything here. We are, we don't have to change the Y. We have to add only what? S. Yeah, very good, Rabab. So just add S, just S. Okay. What about nouns ending in fa? You know, F or Fe. If the noun ends with F or Fe, we have to change the letter F into V. We have to change the letter F into V and then add ES. Yeah, very good. Very good, Rabab. Lujaina. So we have to change the noun into, the letter F into V and then add ES. Like in what? Like wolf, wolves. Knife, knives. Leaf, leaves. Wife, wives. So all these words end with either F or Fa, so we have to change the letter F into V and then add ES. إذا انتهى بF أو FE يا تالا. إذا انتهى بF أو FE نحول F إلى V and then we have to add ES. It's so clear. I don't know, some people said okay, so if there is a problem they will deal with that. Now let's move to the next. Now we have an exercise here. Give the plural form of the following words. Now let's begin quickly. Man, write it quickly. Man, very good, Lugena. Boy, boy, I said boys, very good. Book, books. Yeah, then potato, potato, potatoes, we have to add ES. Tea cup, tea cup, how can we change it? Tea cup, tea cups, so we have just to write an S at the end of the word cup. Then father-in-law, father-in-law, father-in-law. No, Muhammad, don't say father-in-laws. Who can change this word into plural? How can we change it? Children? No, that is child, Rabab. Fathers? Very good, Lujaina. So fathers-in-law, not father-in-laws, but fathers-in-law. Star? Star? Stars? Good, Tala. Then dog? Dogs? Yeah, Arwa, very good. Then king? Kings, good, Khulud. Country? Country is good, Rabab, so we have to change the Y into I and then add IES. Child? Children, good, Hadil. You know, it is an irregular, it's not regular, it is an irregular noun. So children. Story? Stories? Yeah, change Y into I. Dish? Dish, dishes, good, Lugaina. So ES. Wife, wife, wives, good, hand. So we have to change the fa into va, the F into V, and then add ES. Box, boxes. And thief, what about thief? Come on, thief, can't you see it? Thieves. Yeah, we have to change F into V and then okay, if you want more exercise you can go, you can follow this link in order to get more exercise. Let's move to the next. So adjectives. Okay, now what is the difference between English adjectives or adjectives in English and in Arabic? Can you give me the difference? Is there a difference between adjectives in Arabic and English according to their position? According to their position. I made it clear now. Is there a difference between أحسنت لجينا تأتي قبل الموصوف? You know, in Arabic we say هذا ولد ذكي. Now ذكي is an adjective. It comes after the noun. But in English we say this is a clever boy. So the subject comes before the noun. Okay, now do you know the difference now in position? Adjectives in Arabic come after nouns, but in English they come before nouns. Now let's have some examples. See, Mrs. Moore is a good teacher. So the word good here, the word good is an adjective. It comes before the noun, which is teacher here. The classroom is a small room. Also, you know, small is another adjective. It comes before the noun. Sometimes we write adjectives at the end of sentences if they come as complements. Like what? Mrs. Moore is kind and friendly. Both of them are adjectives. Francisco and Mrs. Moore are busy. Yeah, so you know, is there a problem in English? If you have any problem in my speech, tell me. If you have a problem in my speech, tell me. If you want me to mix some Arabic words with some English words, no problem. Okay. Okay, so my voice is clear. And can you Khulud, no, why? Okay, now can you understand each word that do you understand the general meaning of my speech? Okay, good. Okay, now let's continue. Hiyam, what is the problem? Some people can't. So okay, we'll mix you know, some Arabic words with doesn't matter. Now let's now continue. As I told you, there are two positions of what يوجد no Arabic. Okay, so there are two positions of adjectives. The adjectives may come before nouns in English, or they can come at the end. Okay وفاء, they can come حاضر. طيب إن شاء الله. They can come what at the end of sentences. إذن الصفة إما تأتي قبل الموصوف in English أو تأتي as a complement, يعني تكمل الجملة. Okay, الصفة قد تأتي as a complement at the end of sentences. You know, we have many examples here. You know, we read all of them. Let's go to the next now. Okay, you know, lesson number 2. We have two things here: adjectives comparative, and prepositions. Let's begin with the first one. Okay, now we studied about adjectives. First of all, the position of adjectives. إذا موقع أولا قلنا هناك فرق بين الصفات في العربي والإنجليزي. You know, in Arabic دائما الصفة تأتي بعد الموصوف، بينما في الإنجليزي الصفة دائما تأتي متى؟ تأتي قبل الموصوف. أحيانا الصفة تأتي في نهاية الجملة. مثلا تقول علي is clever. Ali, I am short. I am tall. And so on. So tall, short, كلها هذه الصفات جاءت في نهاية الجملة as what? As complements. Now these are as complements. إذا أكملت بها الجملة. طيب نشوف الآن إيش باقي معنا في الadjectives. في معنا الصفات الأضداد. Adjectives opposites, you know. the adjective and the adverb, the comparison. سندرس الآن حاجة اسمها comparative and superlative forms. ايش معنى comparative superlative؟ يعني صيغة المقارنة والتفضيل. طيب من يقول لي الآن كيف نحول الصفة من صفة عادية إلى صفة بصيغة المقارنة؟ How can we make أحسنتي لجينا. So we have to add what? ER to the adjective. Can you give me an example? Okay, give me an example please. Give me an example of ER, adding ER. كيف نحول الصفة إلى صيغة مقارنة؟ نضيف ER. أحسنتي. Long, longer. Big, bigger. في معاكي problem صغيرة خلود في bigger، راجعيها. bigger. أحسنتي رانيا. and هيام sorry رباب. bigger BIGGAR. إذا انتهت الصفة، القاعدة تقول إذا انتهت الصفة بحرف ساكن قبله حرف علة, if the adjective ends with a consonant and it is preceded by a vowel, we have to double the consonant and then add ER. إذا نضعف الحرف الساكن ثم نضيف ER. Okay, في معانا هنا معانا شيء جميل عن الادجectives، عن الكومباريتيفز والسوبرلاتيفز، ممكن نطلع عليها الآن. what's this اللي في الدعم. can you come please. الإخوة مسؤولية الدعم can you come please. okay, now can you see it please. I can't see. الإخوة اللي في الدعم please، مسؤولية الدعم please. الإخوة مسؤولية الدعم. يا شباب لو سمحت. There is a problem here. I try to okay now can okay ايش اللي تشتهي يا تالا؟ الصور؟ لا مش صور، هي معنا ملف PowerPoint. if you can see it, can you see it please. can you see it, tell me. no, they said no. okay, just wait. just wait. يا محمد يا لو سمحت. يعني ننتقل just wait. okay, just this okay, now here okay good. Here we have a very good PowerPoint about comparative adjectives and adverbs. How can we change? Okay, now you have to follow me. How can we change adjectives into you know adjectives and adverbs into what? Comparatives and superlatives. طبعا احنا نعرف انه صيغة المقارنة اذا اردنا ان نحول صفة الى صيغة مقارنة نضيف اليها ايش؟ ER، نضيف اليها ER. واذا اردنا تحويل صفة الى صيغة تفضيل نضيف اليها EST. لا you know that is in general. نشوف الان تفاصيل القاعدة هذه. Comparatives of adjectives are formed with ER, OR, with more. So just either to add ER, OR, or to add more. Now what about superlative? Okay, what about superlative? Superlatives are formed with EST or with most. So you have to write either most before the adjective or to add EST to the adjective. إما نضيف EST إلى نهاية الصفة أو إذا كانت الصفة من الصفات you know long adjectives which consist of more than one syllable, so we have to add most. We have to write most. نكتب كلمة most قبلها. Comparatives and superlatives of adverbs are normally formed with more and most, though there are some exceptions. Let's move to the next. Adjectives of one syllable. إذا كانت الصفة تحتوي على مقطع واحد أو تتكون من مقطع واحد نضيف إليها ER في المقارنة و EST في التفضيل. مثلا strong, you know strong is an adjective. كيف نحولها إلى صيغة مقارنة؟ stronger add ER إلى صيغة تفضيل strongest EST. And you know in the superlative form we have to write the before the adjective. نأتي بكلمة the قبل الصفة في صيغة التفضيل ونضيف كلمة than بعد الصفة في صيغة المقارنة، لأن صيغة المقارنة هي مقارنة بين شيئين أو شخصين، بينما صيغة التفضيل تستخدم للمقارنة بين أكثر من شيئين more than two things or two people. Now what about wise? Wiser add R, just R, because the E is available here, and ST also wisest. Dry إذا انتهت الصفة بY and it is preceded by a consonant, we have to omit Y, change Y to I, and then add ER, change Y to I in the superlative, and add EST. Okay. What about hot? ماذا تقول القاعدة حق hot؟ Okay. القاعدة حق hot تقول أن إذا انتهت الصفة بحرف ساكن قبله حرف علة ماذا نفعل؟ من يقول لي؟ إذا انتهت الصفة بحرف ساكن قبله حرف علة نبدل الحرف الساكن نضعف ندبل أو نضعف دبل، ندبل الحرف الساكن ثم نضيف ER في صيغة المقارنة و EST أوكي في صيغة التفضيل. Okay, now let's continue. So we have to double the consonant. We have to double the consonant like in hot. See hot, H-O-T. T is a consonant sound and it is preceded by a vowel, so we have to double the consonant and then add ER. In the comparative form we have to double the consonant and add EST in the superlative form. Clear? Clear all of you? Okay. Okay. Now let's move to the next. People grow older. See this example. كيف نعرف أنها صفة أصلا؟ سؤال جميل يا أروى. كيف نعرف أنها صفة؟ احنا نعرف أن الكلمة إما أن تكون اسم أو فعل أو صفة. we have also في الأسماء معانا nouns and what and pronouns. You know, after verbs to be they are adjectives. أيوة بالمعنى، نعم بالمعنى. okay. يعني مثلا he is clever، إذا كلمة clever هذه صفة. طيب he is the teacher for example، هل نقول أن كلمة teacher هنا صفة؟ لا. ليش؟ لأنه في جاء قبلها كلمة ذا، وذا تستخدم مع الأسماء with nouns. إذا في مميزات ليش؟ في مميزات للأسماء، هناك مميزات للأسماء. okay. now let's continue. Some of these adjectives are what? Irregular. We have some irregular adjectives. Like what? Like bad. You know bad. Bad is an adjective. It is an irregular adjective. What is the comparative form? The comparative form is worse. يا شاذة. هذه صفات تسمى صفات ايش؟ صفات شاذة. Like bad, worse. What is the superlative form? The worst. Good, better, the best. Far, further, the furthest. Far, farther, the farthest. إذا كلمة far ماذا تعني؟ أيوة تحفظ كما هي يا أمل، لأنها صفات شاذة يجب أن تحفظ كما هي. far معناها بعيد طبعا. little أحسنت ياسمين، بعيد. سارة okay. little less. What is the comparative form of little? It is less. The least is the superlative form. Much, you know much and many. Can you tell me the difference between much and many? Write it in English please. Write the difference in English. Write the difference between many and much in English. Much and many, yeah. No difference? No, there is a difference. For countable nouns, yeah Lujayna, very good. Which one? Which one is used for countable nouns? Many, yeah. And much is used for uncountable nouns. إذا many وmuch لهما نفس المعنى وكلاهما بمعنى كثير، لكن many تستخدم للأشياء المعدودة وmuch تستخدم للأشياء الغير معدودة. تقول can you give me an example of many? Give me an example of many. Give me an example of many. And another about much. Book, no, a complete sentence please. A complete sentence. We have many glasses. Very good. Many glasses. So you know, because it is a countable nouns. How many books do you have? Very good. How many days are there in a week? Excellent. So many is many shajar? No, Samira. I want many books. Yeah, but many shajar? No. You have to write much for shajar. I have many clothes. What about much? Okay, good. That's enough. Now, what about much? Give me an example of much. I don't have much money. Yeah, excellent. So I don't have much money. How much is this? Okay, how much is this? To ask about the price. Excellent, good. Now okay, now give me an example in which you include the most. Can you give me an example of the most? Give me an example of most. Mini car. Most, the most, no, I have the most. Very good, Gayan. I have the most. I have the most of nice cars. Oh, you can say I have the most number of nice cars. You can say I'd like the most what? I don't know. What did you write? I don't know what you wrote, Rania. Islam is the most religious spreads. Islam is the most spreading religion in the world, you can say. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for examples. Now see here, see the example. Sunny weather is better than rainy weather. Now, do you agree with this statement? Do you agree with this statement? Huh? Sunny weather is better than rainy weather. Yes. So do you prefer sunny weather to rainy weather? I disagree with you. Okay, anyway, this is your opinion. Okay, now sunny weather is better. Now, what is the adjective which is used here? What is the adjective? It is better. It is in the form of what? Huh? It is in the form of a comparative form. So it has, it has a comparative form. It is a comparative form of the word good. See the second example. Stormy weather is definitely the worst. Now the worst here is, is what? Is the superlative. A very good, Katab. Is the superlative form of the word or of the adjective bad. Now adjectives of 2 or more syllables take more and most, except 2 syllable adjectives ending with y. So if we have a long adjective, if we have long adjectives which consist of more than 1 syllable, we can write more and most. More is used with comparative forms and most is used with superlative forms. See here, famous, for example, how many syllables do we have here? 2. We have 2 syllables. Famous. Okay, so we have 2 syllables. Because of this we cannot say famouser. يعني ما نستطيعش ان احنا نضيف ER لهذه الصفة. لماذا؟ لأنها من الصفات الطويلة التي تحتوي على أكثر من 1 syllable، ولذلك يجب أن نضيف إليها كلمة more لأجل أن تصبح صيغة مقارنة. إذا لا نضيف ER هنا. لماذا لا نضيف ER؟ لأنها صفة من الصفات الطويلة. You know, it is a long adjective consisting of more than 1 syllable. إذا famous نقول more famous or the most famous. Beautiful, more beautiful, the most beautiful. طيب funny. Now funny consists of 1 syllable. Yeah, there is only 1 syllable, but I'm sorry, there are 2 syllables here. There are 2 syllables, but the adjective ends with what? With y. So we have to omit y, change y to I, and then add ER and EST. Okay, Jan is a famous musician in his village. You know, musician, you know, from the word what? Music. So Jan is a famous musician in his village. Elvis Presley was one of the most famous. إذا معنا صفة عادية. أيوة، صفة عادية في الجملة الأولى. Jan is a famous musician. ليست مقارنة ولا تفضيل. جئنا وعملنا مقارنة بين جان وبين البقية، يعني بين أكثر من شخص. إذا Elvis Presley was one of the most famous rock musicians in the world. إذا لأنها صيغة تفضيل استخدمنا إيش؟ استخدمنا the most. استخدمنا إيش؟ the most. طيب, the following 2 syllable adjectives can take either ER, EST, more or must. إذا هنا معنا مجموعة من الصفات يصح أن نضيف إليها ER ويصح أن نضيف إليها كلمة more. يعني إما هذا أو هذا وكلاهما صحيح. مثلا من الصفات هذه إيش؟ common, cruel, gentle, handsome, likely, mature and so on. طبعا الصفات موجودة أمامكم. هذه الصفات يصح لنا إما أن نضيف ER إليها أو نضيف قبلها more عند تحويلها المقارنة. في التفضيل إما نضيف إليها EST أو نأتي قبلها بكلمة most. إذا stupid عندما نحولها المقارنة stupider أو more stupid، كلاهما صحيح. عندما نحولها صيغة تفضيل نقول the stupidest or the most stupid. So both options are correct. Remember, you have to memorize these adjectives. So if you find such adjectives in the exam, both options are true, either to add er or to you have to memorize it. To memorize them. Most adverbs take more and most. Now this is about adjectives. What about adverbs? ماذا عن الظروف؟ كيف نحول الظروف إلى صيغة تفضيل ومقارنة؟ أترجم الكلمات. There is no need وفاء. I think there is no need. يعني في كلمات ممكن تستعينوا بالقاموس because you don't have time here to translate every word. ما فيش معنا وقت نترجم كل كلمة، ولذلك ممكن تستعينوا بالقاموس وكما قلت هذه هي عبارة عن as a revision. إن شاء الله we'll start from next week the most with the freshman إن شاء الله. Now most adverbs take more and most. Like what? Like easily, more easily. Loudly, more loudly. What about the superlative form? So more easily in the comparative form, the most easily in the superlative form, more loudly, the most loudly. Okay. Then now see, I wake up easily because my alarm clock rings loudly. I wake up easily because my alarm clock rings loudly. Now see how can we change it into what? Into the comparative form. My brother wakes up more easily. عفوا يا هديل easier رباب تقولين easier في الصفات عندما تحولي easy صفة، لكن هنا معنا easily هي ظرف. عندما نضيف ly للصفة تتحول إلى ظرف. الظروف أيضا يمكن تحويلها إلى مقارنة وتفضيل، يمكن أن نأتي منها بصيغة مقارنة وتفضيل. How? Most adverbs take more and most. إذا نأتي بكلمة more في المقارنة قبل الظرف وليست الصفة. الصفة لها قاعدتها التي درسناها. أوكي. وبالنسبة للظروف نأتي بمور قبلها في المقارنة وموست في التفضيل. طيب نشوف المثال هذا. My brother wakes up more easily because his alarm clock rings more loudly. إذا ماذا فعلنا هنا لكي نأتي بصيغة المقارنة من الظروف أو من الظرفين easily و loudly؟ عملنا قبلهم كلمة more. طيب some adverbs are irregular. بعض الظروف غير منتظمة أو شاذة. أوكي. like what? like well. احنا عرفنا أنه في صفات شاذة مثل كلمة good صيغة المقارنة منها better. كلمة bad صيغة المقارنة منها worst. طبعا صيغة تفضيل the best وهنا the worst. في معنا أيضا ظروف irregular أو شاذة مثل كلمة well. أصلا well جاي من كلمة good. well is an adverb of good. so well ما هي صيغة التفضيل المقارنة والتفضيل منها؟ better, best. badly also it has the same meaning of bad. so worse, worst. لكن ما الفرق بينها وبين الأولى؟ إنه هذه ظروف وتلك adjectives صفات. adverbs with the same form as adjectives form comparatives and superlatives in the same way as adjectives. Again, adjectives with the same form as adverbs with the same form as adjectives form comparatives and superlatives in the same way as adjectives. أحيانا في معانا ظروف في الفورم حقها هي نفس الصفات. كلمة fast مثلا fast هي صفة وهي ظرف أيضا في نفس الوقت. fast, early, hard هذه تستخدم كظروف أيضا. ماذا نفعل عند تحويلها للمقارنة؟ نستخدم لها نفس صيغة الادجكتيفز، نفس صيغة الصفات ونفس قاعدة الصفات. يعني fast نضيف لها er في المقارنة و est في التفضيل. hard harder er hardest est. and also early لأنه انتهى بواي قبله حرف ساكن، نحذف الواي نضع IER في المقارنة و IEST في التفضيل. okay, clear now? everything is clear? let's have some okay, good. now let's have some examples to make things clear. the horse is running fast. now see, the horse is running fast. here the word fast is what? is it an adjective or an adverb? quickly answer. the word fast, is it an adjective or an adverb in the first sentence? صفة. أحسنتي لجينا. خطأ. هي ليست صفة وإنما ظرف هنا يا لجينا. هي adverb. very good كتاب. هي adverb هنا. the horse is running fast. الظرف دائما يجيب عن سؤال how. الظرف دائما عندما يكون هناك ظرف يجيب عن سؤال كيف. إذن is running how fast, so it is an adverb. the horse is running fast. لاحظوا معي كيف حولناه إلى كيف حولناه إلى صيغة مقارنة. قلنا the sheep is running faster than the horse. now do you agree? the sheep is running faster than the horse. I don't think so. I don't think so. the sheep is running faster than the horse. the dog is running fastest. إذا كيف حولنا الظرف هذا إلى صيغة مقارنة وتفضيل؟ أضفنا ER للمقارنة و EST للتفضيل. لماذا؟ رغم أنها ظرف، رغم أنها adverb، لأن شكلها يشبه شكل الادجكتيفز. إذا كان الظرف شكله يشبه شكل الادجكتيفز نطبق نفس قاعدة الادجكتيفز في الكومباريتيف والسوبرلاتيف فورم. ما معنى ذلك؟ نضيف ER للمقارنة ونضيف EST للتفضيل. نعم. so it has the same form as adjectives. materials. okay, that's all for okay. now let's go back to our Khadija. I try. am I in a hurry? الكل يسمعني الآن. هل في سرعة في الشرح ولا شيء؟ هل في سرعة في الشرح؟ هل أمشي ببطء أكثر من كذا؟ سرعة بسيطة جواهر. okay, so okay. now let's know okay, now let's read what is available here about comparative and superlative. أخذنا الآن الباوربوينت، نشوف إيش اللي مكتوب هنا عن superlative والcomparative. how can we form comparatives, how can we form superlative forms. دعونا نبحر سويا عبر الcomparative والsuperlative. اوكي هذه البداية طبعا. adjectives opposites. طبعا في البداية أعمل لكم مسألة الopposites معنا الcomparatives. الصفة طبعا إما أن تكون positive أو أن تكون negative. عارفين الكلام هذا صح؟ أنا أتكلم عربي يا أروى الآن. أنا أتكلم عربي. أنا أخلط الآن بين العربي والإنجليزي، فلأجلكم يعني لأجل أن تفهموني جميعا آمل من الجميع التركيز فقط على المحاضرة وإن شاء الله حتفهموا. أوكي، إذن الصفة إما أن تكون أوكي أسامة، إما أن تكون ماذا؟ إما أن تكون positive أو أن تكون negative. مثلا علي is lazy. كلمة lazy is an adjective. هل هي positive ولا negative؟ هل هي positive؟ ايش معنى positive؟ ايجابي. يعني هل هي ايجابية او سلبية؟ كلمة lazy ايش معنى lazy؟ lazy shall I write it؟ lazy lazy. ها lazy negative. ممتاز. lazy negative كسول. طيب he is hard working. His brother is hard working. Hard working means what? What is the meaning of hard working? Yeah, the opposite. The opposite of lazy. What is the opposite of lazy? عكس كلمة lazy. ها ايوه ايش معناها؟ hard working معناها نشيط. very good سارة. نشيط مجتهد. hard working. hard working اذا صفة ايجابية او سلبية؟ positive or negative؟ positive. اذا الصفات اما ان تكون positive او ان تكون negative. الصفات اما ان تكون صفة عادية او ان تكون comparative او ان تكون superlative. يعني هذه هي انواع ايش؟ انواع الصفات. في معنا طبعا كلام هنا كثير عن الcomparative، عن السوبرلاتيف، عن adjectives can be short or long. احنا ما نحتاجش الكلام هذا. ننتقل where is it؟ ننتقل للصفحة اللي بعدها. okay. spelling long adjectives or adverbs. they add more plus adjective most plus adjective. طبعا هذا الكلام كله مشروح في الباوربوينت اللي شرحناه لكم. مشروع في الباوربوينت اذا اردتم انكم تحملوه او كذا ممكن يعني. فالباوربوينت معمول بشكل مبسط اكثر عن الكومباريتيف والسوبرلاتيف، لكن خلونا نقرأ الكلام هذا. they add more plus the adjective or most plus the adjective or adverb to form the comparative or superlative forms. adverbs in ly form the comparative and the superlative using more or most. يعني اي ظرف ينتهي ly كيف نكون منه صيغة مقارنة وتفضيل؟ نكون منه صيغة مقارنة وتفضيل باستخدام more and most. more نضيفها قبل الظرف، عفوا انا نتكلم عن الظروف، قبل الظرف في صيغة المقارنة، وموست نضيفها قبل الظرف في صيغة التفضيل. يعني مثلا معنا كلمة boring you know boring more boring most boring. طبعا boring لا تنتهي ly هنا، هذه صفة، هذه صفة وليست ظرف. ركزوا معي، هذه صفة boring. اذا اضفنا اليها more boring. ليش ما قلناش er؟ ها لماذا لم نضف er الى كلمة boring؟ ايش الاجابة سريعة؟ لماذا لم نضف الى كلمة boring er؟ because it is long. very good لقينا it is a long adjective. ايش معنى long؟ قلنا تحتوي على اكثر من one syllable. اذا انتهت ايوه very good اذا احتوت او اذا تكونت الصفة من اكثر من one syllable نضيف اليها more and most. comfortable ايضا معنا اكثر من one syllable نقول more comfortable and most comfortable. quickly now what about quickly؟ هل هي صفة ام ظرف؟ انتهت ly اذا هي ظرف نقول more quickly and most quickly. رغم انه في معانا كلمات تنتهي ly ليست ظرفا. في معانا كلمة friendly مثلا، friendly هي صفة وليست ظرف رغم انها تنتهي ly، لكن هي كلمات محدودة. القاعدة الاساسية ان الصفة اذا اردنا تحويلها لظرف نضيف اليها ly. quick صفة، quickly ظرف. اذا الظرف كيف نحوله الى صيغة مقارنة وتفضيل؟ نأتي قبله بمور في المقارنة وموست في التفضيل. قال certain adjectives form their comparative and superlative in both ways. احنا اخذنا هذه انه في بعض الصفات تأخذ بالطريقتين، واخذنا هذه الصفات common تقول commoner commonest او more common more most common. كذلك cruel pleasant polite stupid quiet. شرحنا هذه الصفات في الباوربوينت. irregular adjectives or adverbs الصفات الغير منتظمة او الشاذة. في معنا مجموعة من الصفات المنتظمة مثل ايش؟ مثلا good well معنا good حقها طبعا الcomparative form ايش؟ better. التفضيل the best bad or badly worse the worst many or much more most little less least. اعتقد انه old طبعا old اما ان تقول older وتطبق القاعدة er او ان تقول elder oldest or eldest وسنعرف استخدام elder و eldest. far farther or further, farthest or furthest. Okay, see now, see the use of elder and eldest. متى نستخدم elder و eldest؟ تفضلي يا هيام إذا عندك سؤال تفضلي. elder و eldest are used to talk about relatives only. إذا كلمة elder و eldest تستخدم للحديث عن الأقارب فقط. يعني your brother for example، إذا هو your brother أكبر منك أو your sister أكبر منك تستخدمي كلمة elder و eldest. لكن في غير الأقارب، في غير relatives نستخدم كلمة older وليس elder. ظروف نتعامل معها كصفات، ظروف نتعامل مع احنا أخذناها أيوة، في ظروف نتعامل معها كصفات مثل كلمة fast لأن شكلها يشبه شكل الصفة. يعني fast مثلا هي صفة، عندما نحولها إلى ظرف لا نضيف لها الواي وإنما نطرحها زي ما هي. إذن هي نفسها الكلمة fast تستخدم كظرف وتستخدم كصفة. إذا استخدمت كصفة ما فيش مشكلة، يعني نضيف لها ER في المقارنة و EST في التفضيل. لكن إذا استخدمت كظرف أيضا نفس الكلام، نضيف لها ER في المقارنة و EST في التفضيل. طيب إذا elder و eldest عرفنا استخدامها أنها تستخدم فقط مع relatives. نشوف الإكزامبلز اللي هنا مثلا with family members مع أفراد الأسرة. my elder brother، her elder cousin. شوفوا كيف يعني my elder brother أخي الأكبر، her elder cousin. You know cousin ابن عم أو ابن خال. we use elder when there are only two، eldest when there are more than two. هذا شرحناه أيضا. نقول أن صيغة المقارنة تستخدم للمقارنة بين شخصين أو شيئين فقط two، لكن صيغة التفضيل تستخدم للمقارنة بين أكثر من شيئين أو أكثر من شخصين. نعم في المقارنات يا هيام نضيف ER للصفة ونأتي قبلها بعدها بكلمة ذان لأنك تقارني بين شيئين. يعني تقولين أطول من، كلمة ذان هنا معناها من. لكن في التفضيل نقول الأطول، للتعريف هنا معناها ذا، ولذلك لابد من استخدام كلمة ذا في التفضيل. طيب نشوف further and farther. further and farther means longer in distance. إذا كلمة further و farther معناها إيش؟ long in what? in distance، في المسافة. his office is further or farther away than mine. وكلاهما بنفس المعنى طبعا، farther and further لهما نفس المعنى. إذا هنا يقصد long in distance أبعد من كذا. further adjective means more. for further information يعني for more information. لما نقول for further information معناها إيش؟ for more information. طيب the compassion here we have some comparative forms. T1 plus verb, comparative adjective adverb, then now this is the form. For example, this sweater is dirtier than that one. إذا كيف نصيغ جملة في صيغة المقارنة؟ نأتي أولا بالشيء الأول الذي نقارن به بالشيء الثاني this sweater، ثم نأتي ب verb. one of the verbs is for example. نأتي بالcomparative or superlative form. الcomparative form اللي هي dirtier، أصل الصفة هي dirty dirty. أنا سأكتبها لكم الآن. أصل الصفة هي dirty انتهت بواي، حذفنا الواي أو استبدلنا الواي بآي ثم أضفنا ER ثم كتبنا كلمة than that one لأن المقارنة بين شيئين فقط، شخصين فقط، استخدمنا صيغة المقارنة. Okay. Further information you can ask the doctor just now. What do you mean, Amani? Okay, if you need anything tell me. A sofa, now the second example, a sofa is more comfortable than a chair. A sofa is more comfortable هنا لأن كلمة comfortable is a long adjective. It is a long adjective, so we used the word more before comfortable in order to make the comparative form of this adjective. They arrived, see here, they arrived later than them. So they arrived later than them. So here this is used also as an adverb, the word later. So here there is an comparative form. Let's move to the next now. sorry. Now if the sentence is T1 plus verb as, adjective as, plus 2, okay. Sometimes there are other forms, certainly there are other forms of comparatives and superlatives. توجد صيغ أخرى للمقارنة. مثلا نستخدم صيغة as, adjective as. يعني مثلا he is as tall as my brother. يعني هو في نفس طول أخي. he is as tall as my brother. إذا استخدمنا as وبينهما بين the two as's, between them we used an adjective. الصيغة الثانية of the sentence, T1 verb not so, adjective as. إذا في معنى إما as adjective as أو so adjective as. For example, he is not so clever. He is not so clever as his brother. يعني ليس ذكيا مثل أخيه. إذا هنا طبعا هذه تستخدم في النفي، بالذات في النفي so plus adjective plus as. It is used in negatives. Okay, هنا معنا بعض الأمثلة على as و so as. مثلا I am as intelligent as you. إذا هنا I am as intelligent as you هي مقارنة، صيغة أخرى للمقارنة ليس باستخدام أكتبها what is it? Okay, so here I am as intelligent as you. هنا صيغة أخرى من صيغ المقارنة. Sharon is not so or as polite as Peter. إذا هنا يمكن استخدام so في النفي. He walked as slowly as her. لاحظوا معي هنا كلمة slowly. It is an adverb. I didn't take as or so long as I expected. إذا كلها هذه صيغة أخرى من صيغ المقارنة. طيب نشوف السوبرلاتيف now. نشوف السوبرلاتيف. السوبرلاتيف subject plus verb plus the superlative adjective plus noun plus in plus places or collective nouns. نشوف المثال. Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Everest, Everest, it is the highest mountain in the world. So here Everest is the subject, then a verb to be is, then the word the, after that highest, the adjective with est because it is in the comparative in the superlative form, and then mountain, it is a noun, the preposition in, and then a place, the word. Okay, you have many examples here. Read them, you can read them. For example, to will it is the most romantic novel. This is the name of a novel that Penny is a very great writer, has ever read. Messi is the best player of the year. Now all these are examples of what? Of adverbs and how to use them. Okay, subject, yeah Khulud. Subject plus verb plus the plus least plus adjective plus noun. I just want you to follow me on these on these expressions. For example, who is the least attractive man in the company? Who is the least attractive man in the company? So here the subject plus the verb. who طبعا here who is called an interrogation. نسميه هو هنا نسميه interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun, it comes in the place of a subject, then a verb to be, a verb to be, and then the word the. Least is also used here. After that an adjective is written, attractive, and then a noun, the word in, a preposition, the word the, and then a place. Now fill in the correct form of the word or of the words in brackets, comparatives or superlatives. Shall we begin, my dear? Let's begin. My house is big than yours. أحسنتي لجينا, but you have a spelling mistake, you know, bigger, B-I-G-G-E-R. Okay, good كتاب. Number 2, this flower is beautiful than that one. More what? More what? No, write the adjective also, don't write more only. More than or then? More what? No, no. More what? You know, after more you have to write the adjective, don't forget it. So what these questions? No, write the adjective beautiful, don't say beautiful only. So more beautiful than, you have to write. Than is available, it's okay. So more beautiful. This is the interesting book I have ever read. More interesting, very good. Non-smokers usually live long than smokers. Longer, very good. ER. Which is the dangerous animal in the world? Which is the dangerous? Very good, Khulud. The most what? Khulud, Lujaina, the most dangerous. You have also a spelling mistake. It's good. So the most dangerous, a holiday by the sea is good. Very good hand. Better is better than a holiday in the mountains. Then it is strange, but often a cook is expensive than a beer. Expensive, more expensive than, very good. Then who is the rich woman on earth? Who is the rich woman on earth? The most rich? Richest. You know, it's better to write richest. The wealth this summer is even bad than last summer. Worst? No, not worst. Worser? No, don't say worser. It's just worse. It is an irregular adjective. It is worse. W-O-R-S-E. It is worse than. Worse. I wrote it for you. Yeah, worse. Good, Yasmin. Then he was the clever thief of all. Cleverest, yeah, very good. The cleverest thief of all. Okay, you know, here also you have a link. You can go for that link. You can follow this link for more exercise. Let's now complete. Use adjective from this web page to write your own sentences. Asifat. Okay, you know, this is also related to the link which is written here. Let's move to the next page. You can go to this link later. Now prepositions, yeah, also very important. You know prepositions. What do we call them in Arabic? Prepositions. What do we call them in Arabic? Prepositions. Huruf al-jar, very good. So prepositions means huruf al-jar. You know, we have many prepositions in English. You know, this diagram helps you to understand the meaning of these prepositions. Now can you look at this diagram? See, on. See now the ball. Where is the ball? It is on the box. Under or below, over or above, in, behind, in front of, between, into, out of, up, through, across, beside or next to, around. Now is it clear? I think this diagram will explain the prepositions clearly to you. These are prepositions. Okay. Okay. Now prepositions. What about the usage? How can we use these prepositions? استخدام حروف الجر. خلوكم معي هنا. On prepositions time. أولا نبدأ بالتايم. استخدام حروف الجر في التايم. استخدام حروف الجر في الوقت. On is used with the days of the week. So you can say on Monday, on Tuesday, on Friday, on Saturday, and so on. This is number one. أيوة days of the week أيام الأسبوع. إذا on تستخدم مع أيام الأسبوع. In تستخدم is used with months or seasons. So you can say in August, in winter, in September, in October, in winter. You know winter, winter, summer. How many seasons do we have? إذا نستخدم مع الأشهر ومع الفصول. كم معنا فصول في السنة؟ 4 seasons. الشتاء، الربيع، الخريف والصيف. إذا مع الأشهر والفصول الفصول نعم. أو تستخدم مع time of day، جزء من اليوم، وقت من اليوم. مثلا in the morning في الصباح، in the evening، in the afternoon. كلها هذه أجزاء من الوقت من اليوم. تستخدم in أيضا مع اليير، السنة. تقول in 2006، in 1999 في عام 1999. إذا مع السنوات تستخدم أيضا كلمة in. تستخدم أيضا مع after. تستخدم after a certain period of time. تقول مثلا in an hour، أو in 2 hours، أو in 3 minutes. إذا بعد وقت محدد من الوقت. إذا هذا بالنسبة لإن. ننتقل إلى at. at تستخدم مع كلمة night. تقول at night. تستخدم أيضا للويكند مع كلمة weekend، at the weekend. a weekend طبعا you know weekend، the end of the week. تستخدم at تستخدم أيضا مع certain point of time. certain point of time عندما تسأل عن الوقت. في واحدة زميلتكم كتبت عندما نسأل عن الوقت ماذا نستخدم؟ نستخدم at. تقول at 9:30، at 6 o'clock، at 11:45 and so on. طيب ننتقل إلى since. since طبعا عندما تقول since معناها منذ. إذا from a certain point of time، يعني تحدد وقت معين بدأ فيها الحدث. كأن تقول since 1980، since 2006، since. المهم أنك تحدد وقت بداية الحدث. أنا أشرح للجميع، لكن أطلب من الجميع التفاعل، بنات وعيال. أطلب من الجميع التفاعل وكتابة الإجابات أولا بأول وإيصالها. نعمل أسئلة عشان الكل يتفاعل. أوكي. ننتقل إلى كلمة أوكي since أخذناها. for أوكي. إذا ركزوا معي جميعا. for means over a certain period of time. over a certain. إذا إيش الفرق بين since و for؟ دائما since تعطينا بداية الحدث، و for تعطينا مدة الحدث. since again تعطينا بداية الحدث since تعطينا بداية الحدث، و4 تعطينا مدة الحدث over a certain period of time. okay, for 2 years for example, see, for 2 years إذا لمدة إيش؟ لمدة سنتين. ago الكل يخليه معي ركزوا في الشرح. ago a certain time in the past. طبعا ago معناها منذ أو من قبل. إذا تقول مثلا 2 years ago يعني قبل إيش؟ سنتين. before earlier than a certain point of time. earlier than a certain point of time. for example, before 2004 and so on. 2 telling the time. for example, 10 to 6. إذا 10 to 6 telling the time. تحديد الوقت الذي حصل فيه الزمن مثلا من 10 to 6 or 6 to 10 and so on. past telling the time also. 10 past 6. طبعا كلمة past تأتي بمعنى عند التعبير عن الوقت. الساعة 4:30 مثلا تقول half past 4. الساعة 9:30 تقول half past 9. إذا كلمة past هي حرف جر يستخدم مع الوقت فقط. to till until. كل هذه marking the beginning and the end of a period of time. إذا هذه تشير إلى beginning and end بداية ونهاية الحدث. تقول مثلا from Monday to or till Friday يعني من الاثنين إلى الجمعة. okay, from Monday to Friday. till and until in the sense of how long something is going to last. إذا يدل على إيش؟ على مدة استمرار الحدث. تقول مثلا he is on holiday until Friday. هنا طبعا until تأتي بمعنى حتى، يعني هو في إجازة حتى الجمعة. حتى الجمعة يعني إلى الجمعة. إذا إلى متى سيستمر الحدث؟ إلى يوم الجمعة. by in the sense of the latest up to a certain time. okay, for example, I will be back by 6 o'clock. إذا in the sense of at the least. إذا at the least I'll be here at 6 o'clock. I will be back سوف أعود يعني at the least على الأقل متى at 6 o'clock. or up to a certain time. by 11 o'clock I had read 5 pages, so to give you a chance to do something. إذا كل هذه prepositions يطلق عليها prepositions of what? prepositions of time. prepositions of time. طبعا في prepositions أيضا prepositions of place. prepositions of place هذه يعني تستخدم للدلالة على المكان. إذا الأولى time زمان وهنا مكان. in for example تستخدم عندما تريد أن تقول أنه there is something in a room, in a building, in a street, in town, in country, for example in a country and so on. تقول مثلا in the kitchen or in London, you know it is a city. أيوة. طيب book, paper, etc. a country, book, paper. in the book, in the paper, in the car, in a taxi, in the picture, in the word. إذا كلمة in بمعنى في شيء، في شيء. okay, room, building and so on. at meaning next to. at meaning what? next to by an object. تقول مثلا at the door or at the station. yeah. for table تقول at the table, at the table. for events at a concert, at the party. events, you know, party. place where you are to do something typical, for example at the cinema. you know, at the cinema you go to the cinema in order to watch movies. you go to school, you know, at school. why do you go to school? you go to school in order to study. إذن في مكان معين تذهبوا لغرض معين. at work for example, also at work you go to work in order to work, you know. on كلمة on أيضا هي preposition تستخدم أيضا في العديد من يعني للمكان في عدة أشياء. attached the picture on the wall. إذا في حاجة من attachment. picture, where is the picture? It is on the wall. For a place with a river, London lies on the Thames. London lies on the Thames. You know Thames is a river. إذا لندن يقع على نهر التايمز. being on a surface on the table for a certain side on the left for a floor in a house, or on public transport, for example on the bus, on a plane, and so on. Now what about television? Also on is used with television. You can say on TV, on the radio. Then you have by, next to or beside, left or right of somebody or something. You can say Jane is standing by, next to or beside the car. Okay, on the ground, lower than, under. Under means on the ground, lower than something else. The bag is under the table. Below, lower than something else but above ground. For example, the fish are below the surface. Over is used to what? Covered by something else. Over, is used to express something which is covered by something else. Put a jacket over your shirt. Put the jacket over your shirt. Okay, it means also more than, over 16 years of age. More than 16 years of age. The third use of over, getting to the older. Okay, getting to the other side. To the other side of now what's your question, Amani, please? Teacher, may I ask you a question, please? My question is, why do we sometimes put on is something's on school trip? Why we can't say in school trip? Okay, on school trip. Now can you revise on? See here, on is used if there is something attached to something. For a place with a river, like what? Like on London, on the Thames. Being on a surface, for a certain side, for a floor. So in a school, because the word on here, the word on is related to the word trip, not to the word school. Okay, so you cannot say in. If it is a school, إذا الكلمة هي school فقط نقول in. Okay, Amani, are you with me now? So the word on here is related to the word trip, and you know the meaning of trip. إذا كلمة on هنا متصلة بكلمة trip وليس بكلمة school، لأنه school هي مكان، الأفضل لها كلمة in، لأنه in school you can't say on school. But because of trip, the word on here is not related to the word school, it is related to the word trip. أتمنى أن الإجابة تكون وصلت. طيب نواصل هنا معنا above, higher than something, higher than something. Yes, Ahmed, Muhammad, Ali, Ismail. Now what do you want? Do you want to say something? Okay, Amani. Okay, so the answer, you got the answer now. Okay, see, I think yes, Ahmed, yes, Ahmed. Now, what do you want? Do you want to say something? ملخصات. Now, it is the first lecture, so don't ask about summaries now. ليس من أول محاضرة تسأل عن ملخصات. اولا انتبه معي فقط في المحاضرات، وبعدين نتكلم عن مسألة اختبار وملخصات وكذا. اهم شيء انك تركز في okay, you know we don't have time to complete the chart of the prepositions, so I just want you to read at home to complete reading. سنتكلم عن الزبدة يا أروى فيما بعد إن شاء الله. أهم شيء أنكم you have to understand. أعتقد محاضرة اليوم واضحة، ما أدري هل فيها شيء مش واضح، ممكن تتكلموا يعني. أشيكم بس تكملوا تقرأوا التيبل هذا عن ال prepositions of place. اوكي الحمد لله. أشيكم تكملوا ال prepositions of place، وبعدين في معنا في الصفحة اللي بعدها لاحظوا معي كملوا ايضا هذه ال prepositions. في هنا تمارين حلوة، تمارين جميلة عن ال prepositions، ممكن تطلعوا عليها وتحاولوا تحلوها ان شاء الله. تحاولوا تحلوها، ما في وقت، انا عارف انه ما فيش وقت، ان شاء الله نعمل لكم، نقول لكم ايش الاشياء اللي تركزوا عليها باذن الله. don't worry at all. inshallah باذن الله we'll continue with you. I'll continue with you and everything will be okay inshallah. Everything will be okay. Don't worry. If you have any question now, you can ask me. Just we have 5 minutes, so just 5 minutes. If you have any idea you want to tell me about anything, you want to ask me, if you have any comment. Thank you very much, Wafa. Thanks a lot. The most important thing is that you understood. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much for your attending. Don't worry. Inshallah, I'll make a solution. So don't worry. Tell me first. Tell me, are you now? Do you have freshman 1? Okay. Do you have freshman 1? Do you have freshman 1? This is the title of the book. So and tell me about your problems in writing, you know. Okay, inshallah, for all of us, Muhammad, have a weekend also for you. الإخوة في الدعم please come. okay, الإخوة في الدعم. آمل أن الجميع يقضي ويكند جيدة. أشكر لكم حضوركم، أشكر لكم تفاعلكم. حقيقة you are good, really you are good students, all of you, boys and girls, and I do want all of you to to be active in our classes. I hope that all of you understood the lecture. Thank you very much. Thanks for attending. Thank you for listening, and see you inshallah for the next lecture. See you inshallah. See you.